bent, sure that everybody knows they're moving. Indicators. Indicators. Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1. Position of attention. Move. 1, 2, 3. 7. 1, 2, 3. 8. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. Position. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey. 5 seconds. 4.
Bring it in through
3.
here. I'm gonna let you
2,
do it unless you
1. Time. Don't bring that leg back. Okay, everybody do it with me.
Let's go. Grab a partner. See how he lifts his butt up? He kicks if he has to. Once I create the space here, now he can get up. Perfect. So it's gonna go like this. Trap his arm, okay? Trap his foot. Now, directly over me, then I roll. From here, hands on the biceps here. Tap it down a little bit.
Okay.
Here. Yes. So, good. It's hard. So first I want you to take him off balance. What I mean by that is buck directly over.
Push down this, so it's...
Is the reason he's not going to let you follow, you're not going to let him follow you is you know. Thank you very much.
1, 2, 3.
Stay focused!
Let me show you. All right. Slow motion. Suave, easy. That. Just go with it. You do. Come back.
Right?
Keep peeling. Good. Okay. If you do it in your house, you're fine. You're just protecting your domain. Remember that. Don't.
Go ahead!
Don't hurt me, don't hurt me.
Oh, that's too much work.
I teach what is called Kyokushinkai Karate.
Do you want a spelling on that?
Yes. KyokUshin. If you can relay this to your troops, muscle memory is very important. If you learn something, do it over and over and over and over again till it registers. Then close your eyes and just do it. Once you can do that, you're fine. Always have confidence. Don't walk around like this because it looks like you're a victim. You want to be a victim.
It's important for, once again, the soldier creed is, to close with, engage and destroy the enemies of the United States. You can't do that if you can't fight. It's another thing is, even if we're doing it in a more peaceful, oriented environment, there's a certain amount of confidence that one has when one knows that they can handle themselves. And once again, especially with something like the press camp headquarters, we send our fly teams, like we send out teams to go cover certain test stories or training exercises. And those individuals might be by themselves, so they might not have like a squad or platoon to fall back on or help them. So something like this would definitely have some type of skill and knowledge to at least defend themselves, initial contact, then break contact, and then escape.
Okay, cool. Now, can you tell me a little bit about...
To be honest, especially Matkins, I was his dummy for like the bump and roll or the escape the mountain drill, and he was good, but once he actually hit that perfectly where it was all technique and not muscle, the bow went off, and that's a gratifying moment for anyone. Over 20 years, and I started off with like a buddy. He was from Korea, so we started out doing Taekwondo. I don't have any formal training in Taekwondo, but it's like in Korea, it's like from what he told me, it's like Taekwondo and the Hapkido, which is a throwing style of martial art popular in Korea, is like part of the physical exercise training for their schools. So he was fairly knowledgeable. He imparted a lot of that, and from there, it just took off. I studied karate for 7 years. Got to be a black belt in karate. I was in the reserves. I was in the National Guard at that time. Got deployed, so I had to stop going there. Came back, They were out of business, so I found another place, and just Muay Thai. You know, I studied, yes, Muay Thai. I mean, this was way back before everybody else started doing it, so it's nice to see everybody else started doing it. So like now I have lots of training partners. And then lately, I'm into both Japanese Jiu-Jitsu and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And so those are much harder to learn because it requires a lot more technique to perform a technique properly. But once you learn it, it's applicable and it doesn't require energy, and you can be fatigued on a battlefield. You have extended operations, you've had no sleep. But if you know how to do it, it requires no muscle, and you just like, it just flows out naturally if you want to learn it correctly.
So, you went through a lot of stuff. Each of your troops take in a little bit of knowledge, and this is a great opportunity. If they take away one thing from what has happened here today, what do you hope it is?
One thing I hope they take away from is the fact that there is no one technique that you need to learn, that is effective across the board, but there is a mindset and an awareness and a mental projection that people can see. When you carry yourself differently, you're more confident, you carry yourself differently. And then once again, if you're in a situation, you're not as likely to overreact or freeze. And that's what I really want. If God forbid, for whatever reason, whether abroad or one of these lone wolf attackers, if they find themselves on a train in France, you know, they won't freeze, and they might be able to do something that, you know, when everybody else is freezing.
Anything else like that?
No, sir. Okay. No, Sergeant.
All right, that's good. Get warm.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've known Sergeant Pines for a long time, and we've talked about it. He brought it up to my attention actually a few years ago, and he presented to me that he was hoping for an opportunity to bring in some of the jiu-jitsu tactics, and I was on board from day one. So eventually we ironed out the wrinkles, and I was able to come here. Some of the combatives that the Army has, he sent me some of the combative training regimens that the Army uses, and we went over some of the things in terms of our time constraint, what we can cover, some of the things I thought were going to be useful in terms of self-defense, something that can be used obviously in the battlefield. I am a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, under the Rezovic brothers. You know, for me, I think it's a deep philosophical point of view, I guess. For me, Jiu-Jitsu has played a huge part of my life. It keeps me motivated, it keeps me striding forward to become a better person overall, to become a better son, become a better brother, a better boyfriend, a better police officer. That's where I find motivation, is being able to share my experiences throughout these years in training and having a positive effect on people. Sharing some of the knowledge that when I teach something, that they're responding the way I'm teaching, and they're grasping all the information. I find my motivation in that too, is being able to change somebody's life in a positive way, bringing something positive to somebody else that has helped me greatly in my life.